Morning team here in Bloomington, Minnesota. I spent the weekend back home for Mother's Day, and 6:30 Monday morning, I'm about to board a flight to Los Angeles. GV's out there, and then we're going to Vegas for a day, and then back to New York. But vlogging today, so I'm gonna bang emails. I'm gonna write some. Got a solid 3-4 hours of work to do on this flight. Let's get it. See you in LA. About to land here, guys. I just want to show you what I'm going to have for pre-workout snack. So this is what they had at the airport, these Pro Max bars, which I've had before. They're delicious, but they're delicious because they have 30 grams of sugar. The macros work for my training days because I'm bulking, 4.5 fat, 20 protein, and 40 total carbs, and I have two of them, the cookies and cream and the peanut butter chocolate. Lower sugar, that's just not true. Actually, so one of these is lower sugar. So these are two different bars. This one's got 14 fiber, 9 sugar. This one does not. 30 sugar, no fiber. So this will be like a candy bar. This other one apparently is their Quest bar-ish line. But yeah, I'm going to eat these. I'm going to take pre-workout and train in like 75-ish minutes from now. Check in there. So posterior dom legs and pulling upper back arms at Gold's Gym, which I'm going to eat right now. Emails, meeting this girl, pharmacist, trying to grow her online business, train Gary. That's a game plan. Post-workout, 6 egg whites, 3 bananas, none of this, fats, spare, and syrup, and ketchup. What's up, guys? About to talk about taking your training like unnecessarily seriously, dedicating more time and effort to it than is even necessary to see really good results. So if that doesn't interest you at all, I'm going to be talking for a few minutes, so fast forward or get comfortable if you want to listen. Back 3 or 4 years ago, to back up a second, this came from a question that someone asked me in a YouTube comment that was, is your personal training, like my fitness, at the center of everything I do, or is it just another thing on my list that I do? And I thought about it because my initial reaction was it's at the center, but then I was like, no, it's just another thing. Like, I need to get my workout, I need to reply to emails, I need to train GV, I need to, it's just another thing that I do in my day. I need to design training programs. But that wasn't always the case. And probably 4 years ago, everything revolved around my training and my nutrition. And that might seem obsessive, and I wasn't even dedicating that much more time to it, but it was just a real tippy-top priority. My most productive time of day, I would slot my workout in there when I felt the best, so my workout was the most productive thing I did. I prioritized my own fitness, my own fat loss plan at the time. And I haven't done that in a while. And I think there is upside to going all in, not necessarily on fitness, but on anything. Like having anything that you absolutely prioritize and you really, really care about succeeding in helps you in other areas of your life. When I moved to New York, fitness, my own personal fitness, was no longer at the center. It became another thing because I was so worried about performing well, interning for John Romanello, because I was so worried about making enough money so that I didn't run out of money because my expenses were burning through my cash savings too fast. I was so worried about other things that it took a back seat. But in hindsight, if I had put my own goal, my own 6-month, 9-month, 12-month, 3-month goal, strength, fat loss, muscle gain, whatever it was, at the center, I think that actually would have improved my performance in those other arenas. And that's where my theory is here, that because recently it has been an item on my to-do list. And don't get me wrong, I've gotten bigger. Like, my arms have grown in the last 6 months. I've gotten stronger in the last 6 months. The scale, even though I complain about the bulk, in the last 7 or 8 months, I'm up 7 or 8 pounds, which is pretty solid. Just in the last 2 or 3 months, it's not really moving north. But I have made progress, and you can make really good progress. And I'm not telling you to get obsessed with your own personal fitness, because you don't have to make progress. 3x a week, 45 minutes, have calories in a range, get adequate protein, eat some veggies and some water, and like don't not sleep in time. If you're pretty consistent, don't have cheat days every single day. Like if you're doing the right thing 80-90% of the time without big blowups, you're gonna make awesome progress. What I'm talking about right here, and this idea I have for myself, is to really dial the fuck in on this bulk for myself, strength and muscle gain, primarily muscle, but like strength gains as well, because I think that that level of dedication and commitment will like create osmosis into other areas of my life and will make me more productive and make other areas more efficient and make me more happy and make me a harder worker and make me better and make me feel better in other areas. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set some goals, and I'm gonna take this bulk, summer bulking. It's May 9th. There will be no cut. Like I don't need to cut for summer. Like I've gained very little body fat on this bulk. So I'm just gonna carry it through until next March. I'm about like 179, depending on if it's after a training day or after a rest day, morning weigh-in, PM weigh-in, but I'm like $179 right now. I would like to put on a pound a month at my like intermediate advanced level. Putting on more weight than that is really, it just means I'm gonna be putting on more body fat. Like the fat to muscle ratio is gonna be higher, and that's unnecessary, especially because I have time and I just have no desire to add body fat. So I'm thinking a pound a month for about 9 months until next February. And not because I want to compete, and not because like I want to be bigger or stronger than other people, because that is a game you're always going to lose because there's always someone better at everything. But because I think that going all in on this, like I have in the past, will make the rest of my life better. And so in these videos, I'm going to start, like, I'm not going to make a point to like, we're not going to spend a lot of time on it, but whenever I eat, I'm gonna talk about the meal, even if it's just for 2 seconds, and I'm throwing the macros on the screen, just so we get in the rhythm of like, yeah, I'm doing it every day, and I'm hitting it, or at least getting close. All right, I'm excited. I'm uploading a video right now, then I'm going to this lunch, and then we'll see what the rest of the day has in store.
The ahi tuna burger, which is pretty lean, keeping the fats down here at meal numero tres.
To be super honest, do you hate me because I eat meat?
I don't hate you, but I think you'll change soon.
Would you call yourself a self-righteous vegan?
What about your lip?
What's up, guys? Just had a lunch, a late lunch with Dr. Mona. Now, only a few of you are gonna know what I'm doing right now or why I'm doing it, but I'm doing it every single day because I'm not full of shit. Leave me a comment if you know what I'm talking about for you hardcore guys. But 5 minutes. Let's get it. With shoulder issues, I was listening to Jay Feruggia's podcast. He had one specifically on shoulder issues, and what I realized that I was doing too much of, even though I knew it, like having someone else say it made me realize it even more, was just overhead pulling volume and pressing volume. So I've upped my horizontal pulling volume, and I have dropped my overhead pulling volume. I've upped my horizontal pulling, and I've dropped my overhead pulling. Now we're gonna stretch.
Day one, guys, we're already having issues with the daily upload. My hotel, 350 minutes for a 9-minute vlog. That's just unacceptable. So I'm going to Gary's hotel, which is super nice. I assume the Wi-Fi is going to be really fast. And then we're going to bang this Chipotle while these cars wait for us. Extra white rice on top when your goal is gains. It's a little secret. Half and half meat obviously is going to get you more than single meat, but less than double meat without the extra money. Just putting in work. What's up? Just trained GV. I look tan. Trained GV, and he has a solid workout, little chest and abs after having 2 days off. I got this random Trader Joe's ice cream just because I need calories. It's actually low fat, 6 fat, 23 carb, no protein, non-dairy. I just say non-dairy because it was the only pint they had, and that's why it's so low protein. And then 2 Think Thin bars, which are pretty tasty, kind of high fat. A little over on fats, slightly under on carbs today, but calories are where they need to be. Bulk, baby. Morning, guys. It's like 8 o'clock. I need food because right when we land in Vegas, I'm going to train GV, and that means I wouldn't be able to get a meal until like 12:45. And now that we're serious about this bulk, that just can't happen. So I'm here in this random Delta terminal looking for the cheapest way I can get like 40 protein and however many tag-along carbs and fats I can. I'll let you know what the options are. Guys, I changed my mind and just went to the first place that I saw. Guys, let me tell you why daily vlogging is going to be huge and why accountability in general for anyone, and in fitness I mean, is huge. If I wasn't recording everything I was going to eat, here's what I would have done. I wasn't hungry. I'm not hungry when I wake up because I had 2 protein bars and a pint of ice cream like 9 hours ago. I would have told myself that even though I can't eat until 12:45, I'll still hit my rest day calories of 3,600 tonight, just between 1 o'clock and 10 p.m. or whatever. But I probably wouldn't have. There's like a 40% chance I would have ended up short and gone to bed 300 calories short versus getting that meal in here, which basically guarantees that I'm going to get there for the day. And I know like most people in the world aren't bulking, but the same logic applies in reverse. Like you show up, you're there in the morning, you're planning on fasting, but you're tempted. And you're like, oh, I'll just have this 400 calories here, but I'll make up for it and I'll have a smaller dinner later on, when you probably won't have a smaller dinner later on. So if you can hack that, if you can find that accountability, and there's so many different forms of accountability, right? But for me right now, I have a feeling this is gonna work. About to hop on this quick little 55-minute Delta flight, and yeah, Gary's gonna hit a back and arm day. We're transitioning him. He's starting a reverse diet right now because we had this hardcore week. We got him down to like 156 pounds was his all-time low weigh-in. And he's just ready to put on muscle, like go through another cycle. We were chasing, not abs, but we wanted to get as lean as we could. And we got super lean. He's still got a little bit of stubborn body fat on his lower abs, which is normal for a guy who sleeps 4 hours a night and works his face off. But we got much leaner than we did in our last cycle, and yeah, I'm gonna pass him off to the next trainer, reverse dieted, ready to bulk, ready to go, hit it for like 8-9 months, and then I imagine they'll cut again next spring. All right, see you in Vegas. Landed. We're about to go hit this pull day back and biceps. You pumped?
Yeah.
Our driver's jacked too. He does a little bit of training.
Jacked.
What's your name, man?
Keith.
Keith.
I see a video. What's up?
What's up, guys? I apologize. I know it's dark because I'm in the lobby of a casino in Vegas, and just found out that. So I just trained Gary. We have to fly back to LA today now in a few hours. So I'm eating. I'm about to have this muffin that I just purchased and this mocha with 2% milk and full sugar, and I just had a protein shake. Someone asked about spending money on food and like how expensive it must be. Yeah, it sucks. However, because of my travel schedule, like look at my day today. Woke up, went straight to the airport at 6:45 in the morning, was at the airport, flew here, came straight to the hotel, trained him. I have like 2.5 hours. There aren't walkable grocery stores where I am. Or maybe there are, but it's like a 20-minute walk there and back, which doesn't justify the money saved. And so yeah, it's really hard. I could probably plan very efficiently and then pack for these 3, 4, 5-day trips, lots of non-perishable stuff, but the work just isn't worth the cost savings. The time and extra effort doesn't justify the time saved and how I can deploy that time towards revenue generating activities. Now, this was not always the case, and I'm not gonna go on a super long tangent about money right here, but ever since I was really young until very recently, I gained net worth by being aggressive at cutting expenses. I was super aggressive with not spending a lot so that I could save up money, which ended up paying off because that is what allowed me to take a shot at the entrepreneur thing. But right now I'm in a place where I'm willing to pay an extra $10, $20, $25 a day on food because like in these random 2 or 3 days travel trips, it's just worth it for the time saved. So I'm gonna eat this, bank some work. What's up? At the airport, California Pizza Kitchen, and I just ordered Gary a Caesar salad dressing on the side, double grilled chicken, 2 bananas on his training day, beginning of his reverse diet. And for myself, I got a barbecue chicken pizza, and then I need more protein and more carbs. So I got 1 banana, 1 barbecue grilled chicken salad with dressing on the side, no cheese. Keep the fats, even though it's a rest day. I'm a little bit short. I have like 150 protein, 150, 140 carb, and only like 50 fats left. And I have this meal, and then tonight when I land, I'm gonna have another big meal to hit my macros. All right, guys, here's what that salad looks like. And here's the rest of that. Macros I'll get online. I like the thicker crust, but they didn't have it. Back in LA. Here's the room, just a little airport hotel. Just hanging out for a couple hours and going to bed. I'm gonna do a little bit of emails, and then I'm going to find some food around here. Probably not room service because it's piss poor macros and expensive. So when you combine those two, it's just not ideal at all. It's actually the worst combination in history. Expensive and bad macros. Go find some food, and then I'm gonna get 7 hours of sleep, get up early, head over near Gary's hotel, beat the rush hour traffic here, probably get up about 5:30 or 6 and do that, and get after it again tomorrow. Thank you. If you're still watching, if anyone is still watching, because this was 2 days, and now we're caught up. Like, the daily uploads are gonna be sick, guys. They're gonna be, like, I'm gonna upload in the morning, usually, or at least this is my tentative plan. Regardless, there's gonna be 5x a week uploads, but my plan is I'm gonna have the previous day vlog up the next morning. So now after this long episode, we're all caught up. We crammed 2 days into one here, and we're just moving. We're moving and grooving. It's crazy because I feel more productive. There's a saying, you want something done, give it to the busy guy, which is counterintuitive. He has a lot on his plate. He shouldn't be able to take on more. But like the busy person's going, he has momentum. He's in motion. He's crushing it. That's what I want you to be if you want to be that. That's what I'm trying to be right now. But yeah, if you watch this entire long, like we're probably in the mid 20 minutes by now, I really appreciate you watching. Thank you. Thank you for taking this journey with me. See you in the next one.